What if life is like an ocean? The ocean of life, and we're just rolling through the waves in a scuba dive lasting years and years. Now, when people die, it's like getting out of the ocean and onto a dock. So you're getting older and your father dies. Now he's out of the ocean and on the dock. You now hopefully grow up to an old age and die. Now you meet your father up on the dock. You two are sitting around watching your kids getting older and having their own kids. They are underwater and can't hear shit of what you are saying. But as a spirit, you can view it all. It's like downloading a lifelong podcast on iTunes where you can listen in on the conversation but have no way to call in and voice your opinion. So now your kid's grown to an old age and gets out of the ocean as well. And then their kids and their kids, there on and so forth. Now there's 4 or 5 generations of people just sitting on the dock of the bay, maybe splashing their feet around in the water, which is, by the way, a possible reason we might see ghosts. So one day, your dad says, "Hey, I think I'll jump back in the water." You say, "Jump back in?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm ready to swim again." Now your father jumps back in the ocean as a whole new person, starting from scratch. He's growing up as some kid, some whole new kid, and he's an asshole. You tell your son, "Come check out how much of an asshole his 10-year-old grandfather is being." And one day, you're sitting around with your son and his son. You say, "Hey, I think I'll jump back in." Your grandson, who lived in life to be 83, says, "Really? Why?" "Well, I've been up here for damn near 200 years, and I'm bored out of my fucking mind sitting around this dock all day. So now, I jump back in the water as a whole new person. I'm 10 years old, sitting around eating my own boogers for lunch. My kid, who's on the dock with his kid, says, 'Son, come over here. See how much of an asshole your grandpa is as a young kid growing up.' Some time goes by, and now you're 21. You're in Vegas, doing blow off a stripper's ass. Your son says to your grandson, 'Your granddad sure is a dick.' But in the back of his mind, he's thinking about jumping back in the water. A few years later, you're now 33, and you're about to have a child of your own. And by the way of your ejaculating ball sack, your son decides to shoot himself right back into the ocean. So now, you got you and your son in new bodies being watched by your grandson who is waiting to be reborn again. Which brings me to today, as I'm 39 years old telling you this, and my past life grandson is watching me at this moment. I don't even know who the fuck he is until he's reborn again by my son. And at this moment, his father is currently an 8-year-old asshole kid eating boogers for lunch. Who my grandson, who I have never met, makes fun of with his own son up on the dock. And since we're all under the ocean living our own podcasts, we can't hear shit. We can only broadcast our lives out into the universe, hoping someone is able to receive the traces of our individual transmissions in this mystic sea of existence. I say put that in your pipe and suck on it.